Seems to work pretty good. So already we have the most basic one working. Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to be showing you how to use the Angular Material AutoComplete today. Also, if you haven't seen my video on how to get started with Angular Material, be sure to check that out, and this will make a lot more sense. We're going to be getting started from the example code on their website, this very simple one. So I'm going to copy the HTML and paste it into this empty project I have inside of my app component HTML. So you'll notice this has a form field, an input, a mat autocomplete, and that's it. So we need to import modules for all those things. So back in our module file, we need to import the mat form module, the mat input module, and the mat autocomplete module. So let's get started with that. Next thing we gotta do is I'm going to copy some code from the TypeScript. They just have some options defined as an array. I'm going to copy that and put it in my TypeScript above the constructor and import the form control. And let's see what that looks like in our app. I'm going to pull up the developer tools, and it says can't bind to form control since it isn't a known property of input. So to fix this error, we need to go back to the module file and import two more things: reactive forms module as well as forms module. And make sure those get imported from Angular Forms up here. So let's check that out, see if it worked on our app. It's looking better. So we also need browser animations module, so let's import that. The browser animations module does not auto import for me, so I'm just going to manually import it from here, from Angular/platform browser/animations. So we'll check that out. Seems to work pretty good. So already we have the most basic one working, where you can just select stuff, but filtering doesn't do anything. Like if you type, it won't change the results. So let's move on to the next part of the example, which is adding a custom filter. And for that, all they do is they change the mat option to be, instead of being from a static array, it's searching an observable object. So I'm going to replace options here with filtered options, and we also need to apply the async pipe. And inside of our TypeScript, looks like we need to import three more things. So I'm going to grab those. And this is that observable object I was telling you about earlier. And then the starts with operator and this map function, both from RxJX, which should just be automatically a part of your Angular Material install. So you should be good there. So our options, like I said, they're not going to be just a static array anymore. They're going to be this filtered options observable. So let's go ahead and copy all of this code and paste it into ours. So basically, we have this filtered options observable which we declare. So the next part is this ng on init. We're going to say we want the filtered options observable to be listening to when our form changes. And then this starts with is what we want our filter to start with, which we want it to be empty. And then it's also going to map the filtered value using this function, which just says, hey, which one of our options begins with the lowercase version of whatever they typed. So it's just a lowercase search for our options. Okay, so with that, our filter is hooked up on init, and our filtered options observable is being used in the HTML here using the async pipe. So that should actually do it for this part. So if we go back to our page, we click in here, when we type, the observable object changes based on our filter, and we can use the arrow keys if we want to select 1. If we don't want to have to use the arrow keys and we want it to automatically select the first option, that's described here. We can just copy this auto activate first option and put that right here instead of the mat autocomplete, and then ours should select the first option. So I clicked in it, it's already selected 1, so if I press enter, it's working. Or if I type in TW, selects 2. So yeah, that's working just great. Yeah, so that's basically all I wanted to do for this tutorial, is just some basic autocomplete action. Let me know if you guys like this video in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this.